Hey, Linda, how are you?
I'm good, Kyle. Good to hear from you again.
It is a pleasure. It's been way too long, and I feel like we've got a lot of catching up to do. I know you've been out having some fun the last week or so with Jess, and so it's been fun watching you two have fun.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
she's a kick for sure.
she is a hoot, and I'm still working on finishing up the clips that are on YouTube. I'm not sure if you've seen any of those, but they've been fun to make, and I've still got quite a few left from her and my podcast to go. So
Oh no, I have not. I've got to get back in the swing of things
there,
here.
there you go. Check out the channel. But a couple of fun updates, and
What?
I feel like I'm gonna forget something here. So, so that picture I sent you via text. How cool is that? I am pretty sure that is the frame that I have. That DirtWERX prototype frame that's in that picture. I'm pretty sure of
Where
that.
where did you find that picture?
I found it a long time ago. I think it was before even Lititz BMX came about, when we were early on in the kind of the Harry Leary Fireside Chat groups on Facebook. But I noticed it, and I've noticed the picture before is because I matched the jersey to that picture at one point. And
Oh,
yeah, and shortly thereafter, I donated the jersey to Carlo Lucia. Had some medical issues, and they were raising some money for him. Justin Dumas of Boss BMX, they were raising some money, did auction for him, and that was donated. And the significance behind that is really the motivating factor is Boss BMX, but specifically Livermore Boss was responsible for the production of DirtWERX frames for Harry
oh,
Leary.
really?
Yes. So the jersey that I had of your brother's, right, a Bob jersey, it did get sold, and it did get sold for a good cause as far as I'm concerned, which once again, coming around full circle, right? Everything gets a return back to the Boss family that made the frames for Harry.
That is actually a really cool story.
It is. Now, the story gets better.
Whoa.
Yeah, because I don't think I told you this part yet. Um,
Let's
there you go. I love it. Let's do
No,
it.
I was gonna say let's hear it.
All
I'm
right. So
excited.
there's actually there's a side component, but this happened today, like an hour and a half ago. Okay. So Justin Dumas from Livermore Boss, and as I said, they made the DirtWERX frames. Now Justin recently reached out to me like an hour and a half ago, and I knew he had an NOS DirtWERX frame because he told me someday I may be looking to get rid of it.
Really?
And he did, and today was that someday.
Whoa. So what exactly took place?
So he reached out and said, "Hey, I told you a while back that I would, I'm interested in selling this to you. I am interested in unloading a couple of things. Apparently, he's got a lot of inventory, as I can imagine. And one of those was the frame, and he was like, basically, hey, before I put it on the open market, are you interested in it? And right now I'm like, I can't afford it right now, but I can't afford not to, so we'll go for it, and I'll figure the money out now. I'm gonna start doing fundraisers at this point. Um,
Oh,
but I thought about it for like a quarter of a second, and I said, I can't do cash right now, but if you take a card, and he's like, let's make it happen. Um, so we just made the transaction happen. He should be shipping it soon.
oh my gosh. So what frame is it?
It's an NOS Chrome DirtWERX frame. I'm not sure of the serial number. I'll find out when I get here. I'm not gonna bug him for it. But yeah, it's you know, never been ridden, never been mounted, nothing. So it's a
Wow.
clean bike. He showed me a long time ago, and I didn't even have to ask for an updated picture. I trust him so much, and man, I remember it being so clean back in the day. So yeah, that's really fun to kind of bring on board. So now I noticed that picture yesterday, and then Justin reaches out today, and I'm like, man, God works in mysterious ways, right? And
That is so cool.
it is, yeah. So,
And this particular bike has never been sold to anybody. That it's just inventory.
well, I'm not sure the backpack story. It was sold at one point, or it was given, I don't know. But it was never sold in a shop. It was never mounted, nothing was ever mounted onto it. And it's basically, it's bone stock. It's never been touched. So yeah, it's pretty much there.
So, what other inventory, curiously, does he have?
So I'm trying to get that jersey. So I gave him a jersey because I wanted that jersey matched with the bike when I made the donation to Carlo. I'm trying to get the jersey back. He's not necessarily ready to get rid of it, but he says as soon as he is, it's mine, right? So I do know that, but I don't know if he has anything else DirtWorks. I'm sure I know he's got Boss, he's got Quicksilver. I can only imagine what he has in inventory and what he's going to start unloading. So that it's I think in the Boss world right now, there's going to be a lot of happy people if they have pockets, right?
Wow, yeah, got it.
Yeah, which leads me to a curiosity, right? Do you mind if I inquire what you kind of remember about the DirtWorks era, how it came to be, how Harry, did with it, kind of what are your, what can you share about what you remember from that era, the Harry Larry DirtWorks
Oh,
era?
okay. It's vague.
Sure.
Because again, that was during. I think Harry started it after Diamondback.
It
You
was.
know,
So he was after Balance. So Balance, he was 93, 94. He won the Vet Pro titles on. And he started it late 94, I believe. And it lasted, I'm going to guess 2 years, is my understanding. I could be very wrong on that. But the 93, 94, 95 time frame, I'm spot on.
okay. What I recall was Harry trying to get donations from people so that he could start his own company.
Oh.
And my mom
Uh-huh.
actually donated $10,000 towards his company
Oh, wow.
to start building bikes.
Wow.
So that honestly is all I know about it.
Okay.
I don't really recall when bikes started coming out in production. And like I said, I do know that he had them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was after, the DirtWorks kind of went by the wayside that he gave his bike to my son, Chaz.
Yeah.
So that's about all I know. I wish I could be
Sure.
more knowledgeable on it, but
No
that,
worries. But you kind of answered a question without me having to ask it, and I already knew the answer. It didn't hit me for some reason. 'Cause I was going to inquire in the status of kind of your guys' relationship as brother and sister, et cetera, et cetera. How do you remember him personally being affected, maybe by the company, or just him personally around 95, 96, 94, 95, 96?
oh, his DirtWorks bike?
No, not just the DirtWorks. Like, just tell me about Harry around that time frame. Like, who was Harry in 94, 95, 96 that you remember him as? Any fun
Oh my
stories?
goodness.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a lot of it. I had kids in between that time, and so I was completely focused on children.
Sure.
So again, Harry and I didn't see a whole lot of each other back then.
Makes sense.
So like I said, there's a certain part of Harry's life that I wasn't really involved with.
Yeah.
And that probably had to be about that time span because
That makes
Jessica was born in 93 Chaz was born in '89. So yeah,
That makes
I
sense.
believe.
Okay, all right. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Uh,
and so it's yeah. I wasn't really involved in his biking at that time, but
sure.
I do remember, and this was after that. I think he also got money from Elisa, his wife,
Okay.
possibly her parents, and
Ah,
that is speculation as well. As
sure.
far as how much money he ended up, putting into the company, I don't know. I just do
Sure.
know for a fact my mom gave him 10,000.
Okay.
And then Harry was not a good manager of money,
Sure.
and I don't believe he managed the company like it should have been.
Sure.
I don't know who the shareholders were, if there was anybody else involved,
Yeah.
or what happened, but I remember that it just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And my mother was disappointed, and Lisa and Harry divorced, and she wanted her money back that she put into the company.
Yeah.
So it might have been at a bad time in Harry's life,
Sure.
because he had a baby during that time as well.
Yeah.
And then his marriage to Elisa fell apart. So I hate to speculate on it as to what went on.
Yeah.
And you and I have touched on that several times, and I believe that that's probably whole of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. So I guess to kind of make this come back full circle of something we've talked about a little bit already is Chaz's bike, your bike.
Yes.
And
the one that you so kindly gave to me, which I will forever be grateful.
my honor, Linda. But we never really talked about how the restore happened. So I'm curious. So the second it left me, it went through bike flights. It got to you. What happened after that? What's the
After it
story?
got to me,
Yeah.
I unpacked it,
Mm-hmm.
and of course the one person that I would have only ever trusted to put something like that together, my brother, was no longer with me. So
Yeah.
I had met Rob at the U-Haul facility there in Havasu.
Okay.
And I went by there and I said, look, you guys, I got this bike, Leary DIRTWERX, because they're fans, big fans. And they
Love it.
took the bike from me and all the parts, and they put it all together for me.
Oh my gosh. And it turned out so great.
It turned out amazing. It turned out really, really well.
That is awesome. And you said the guy's name was Rob? Rob from U-Haul in Lake Havasu, in Lake Havasu City?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So great job, Rob.
Yep, and he's a really cool guy. He collects memorabilia.
Nice.
And
Very
he's
cool.
got his own bikes in there, and I go in there and drool. And I haven't seen him. I need to go bug him this week. I think
There you
I'll go in
go.
and say, hey. So yeah.
Okay.
They put it together.
Nice.
And it took a couple weeks because they were very thorough with it. The one problem that they did have was the seat stem was completely frozen.
Oh.
So there was no way that they could raise it or lower it.
Yeah.
And so.
Oh, I knew that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, without cutting into the bike itself. So
Yeah.
it is where it's at.
Yeah.
But I said, I'm glad you didn't cut it because I wouldn't have wanted it cut.
No.
But they put it together and it is left as it was when Chaz had it.
I love it. That is such a beautiful bike, and it's even got those Greg Hill. I'm blanking on the name of the company at the time, but the pre-Marzocchi forks on it, which are really cool. If you look on the bottom side of it, you'll see those peace signs. I'm not sure if you've ever noticed that.
No, I haven't. I'll have to take a peek.
Yeah, so there's little peace signs on the bottom of those forks. They're otherwise hollow. You can tell that those are the first run for those forks that Greg Hill ran.
Oh, that is really interesting.
Yeah, it added a fun little piece to the puzzle there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, go ahead.
The seat.
Yes.
Do you remember the condition of the seat?
I do remember the condition of the seat.
okay, he wanted to resurface it. And I said, oh no.
No.
Leave
Yep.
the seat as it is. So
Yep.
what he ended up doing,
Yeah.
and it turned out so cool, is he painted it.
Yeah.
He painted it with some kind of paint, and it turned out beautiful.
You know what's great is we both had the same idea, because I put a whole spray can back before I was like, oh, I'm giving this to Linda. I put a whole spray can of clear matte onto the top surface of that seat after cleaning it. So I cleaned it as best and not destructive as possible, and then spray sealed on top of it. So it's got an even greater seal now. So wonderful.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's still as hard as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the most uncomfortable things to sit on.
Yeah.
But it will forever be on that bike because I can't get it off.
I love it. Well, you just need to get a bigger butt.
Yeah, well, no, we don't want that.
But that's not sitting in your house is not the end of the road for that bike. You've got great plans for the future. What's kind of running through your noggin here?
What's running through my noggin, but that strictly depends on my knee.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think I will need knee surgery.
Yeah.
But I plan on taking that DIRTWERX to Dirty Fest 4 and doing a lap on that track.
I love it.
That is, I believe, would be the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Larry's sister riding his DIRTWERX bike. It used to belong to my son.
Yeah.
It was given to my son by Harry.
Yeah.
And Chaz, my son, raced that bike at Harry's track in Ontario, I believe, or somewhere Ontario. I think it was Ontario.
Yeah. I love it.
And yeah, it was pretty cool.
Linda, that's wonderful.
And then Chaz forgot about it, and it hung up in my garage for many years.
Yeah.
Many years.
Yeah.
And we were moving, and I had that bike, and then I had this cute little old mini GT bike, which I wish I had back. It was vintage, and I gave that back to Harry.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, well, do you want your DIRTWERX back? And honestly, he was not all that thrilled about taking it. He goes, yeah, I guess I'll take it. And I know it sat out for a long time because he just didn't do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it sat out in his yard for a while.
Yeah. There was some rust. I cleaned a good amount of rust off that thing, and oh, hold on. Sorry, I'll let you continue, and then let's come back to rust for a second. Go ahead.
Okay, let's go back to rust.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It sat out there in his yard. That and the GT. I really don't know what he ever did with the GT, but it rusted with the wheels and everything on it.
Yeah.
And so when you bought it, did you get the wheels and everything together?
Everything. It was complete. 100% complete.
That was definitely Chaz's. Yes.
Yeah, it was. And so I only really just worked on cleaning that up. That was always just a cleanup job, in my opinion. And for about half a second, I thought about like sending it to C4, and then I realized, do you realize what this bike is, Kyle? You're not touching a damn thing. And
no, I am so glad you didn't.
Yeah, me too. And then, sorry, go ahead.
I want to go back and see if I can find pictures of my son riding.
Oh my goodness, that would be great.
But back then, we didn't have digital phones.
Yeah.
God, I'm old.
Yeah.
So are my kids. They're getting old. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah. That was 30 years ago. I graduated high school in '97, so it's my 30 years coming up.
Okay, well, I graduated from high school in '79, so that's
Oh, I know. That's the year I was born.
Yeah, we know all that. We know about that too.
Yeah, but you look better than me, so we're good.
I'm old enough to be your mother. You can be my son.
That's very
totally
true.
Be my son.
That is very true.
Oh. Now I really feel old.
Yeah, just wait. I remember the first time, like, I was talking to somebody, they're like, I joined the military, and I'm like, wait a second, when were you born? And it was like 2001, and I was like, what? Oh my God, no. But
I try not to think about it.
Yeah. It's the journey. We're having a good journey.
We are. I'm having a really good journey. there was a lot of ups and downs, and as you know, most people go through.
Yeah.
And I've shared my story a little bit with you.
Yeah.
And, Harry had his ups and downs.
Yeah.
And we all came back around. So it's all good. And now the bike is back where it belongs.
Whoa.
And it has not changed. I kept it original, and it's going to be original when it goes to Dirty Fest.
I love it. And so, speaking of Dirty Fest, us being old, Kyle, right? We said coming back to Rust, right?
Oh.
Yes. Bringing us back full circle. So when I first got that frame, I bought that frame. That was not from Bob, right? That came from I think it's like a Lamborghini shop in Texas or something, from the BMX museum. And no, hold on, I'm totally thinking of the wrong bike. Sorry, I switched DIRTWERX bikes. No, the dirt on that on your DIRTWERX, Harry's DIRTWERX. When I first got that and I started cleaning it, I was looking at this going, oh my God, what did I get myself into, right? As a cleanup job. And I thought most of the stuff on everything that I saw was all rust. And it looked like there was a hell of a lot of rust. What it mostly turned out to be was just caked on dirt. Real fine, dark, caked on dirt.
Well, that's my son never cleaned his bike.
Yeah.
He never cleaned them.
Yeah. So that was what I was scared was going to be rust. Ended up ended up being just dirt. And so a lot of that concern turned into joy as I was cleaning it. And I guess what's funny is I'll have to show you pictures of the freewheel. I cleaned the living daylights out of that. But oh, that's right. I forgot. I did a campaign on Facebook for that bike, and it was the Operation Dirt. It was hashtag Operation DIRTWERX. So if you want to see kind of where I started and kind of some of the build process I went through at the time before I sent it to you, you could just search for that open hashtag, hashtag Operation DIRTWERX.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, text it to me.
Will do.
Remember.
Yeah. Yeah. How do I text?
But I love the thought that it was all dirt, because Harry kept his bike spotless.
Yeah, exactly.
That dirt came when Chaz had it.
Yeah.
And he just didn't take care of it.
Yeah.
I remember him get pissed off at it. He used to jump that bike because Chaz used to dig these big jumps in our yard.
Oh.
And it was that bike that he used to jump all the time. Oh. And I remember him coming off of that bike and picking it up and throwing it.
Yeah.
Because he was a lot like his uncle in that respect.
Yeah.
So, that poor bike, I don't know if the pedals were bent or the rims were bent, but if they were, I think that's where that came from.
That's great. Well, they weren't. Not the ones that I have. But what's funny is I posed a question out to the BMX community at some point about the pedals on that bike, right? And all of the collectors, the collector industry, whatever, I said, what are the pedals of a champion? And I put the pedals of Harry's bike next to the pedals of one of my quote unquote really nice bikes. And every single one of them got the answer wrong.
Really?
Yeah, because what did Jesus, I hate to say it like this, what did Jesus' chalice look like, right? When Indiana Jones went to go pick up the cups to drink from, what did it look like?
Something that was torn up.
That's right. So,
okay, yep.
But everybody said it the champion pedals, and said no, those pedals you see there on the left, those are basically the pedals of the guy that won the freaking, the title championship, the title trophy of the year before. So it's just funny to see the difference.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
See that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I would love to see the beginnings of that bike.
Absolutely, I'll get that over to you.
Because I remember when Greg Mathias came out for Harry's memorial,
Yeah.
he had said that he was picking a bike up.
That's right.
For somebody,
That's right.
not knowing it was you.
Yeah.
And then he also said, he goes, and make sure you bring a black Sharpie because he wants you to sign it. And I'm like, what? He wants me to sign this bike? Yeah, I want you to sign it because you're Harry's sister. I thought, right on, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like you.
Yeah.
And so then when we saw him the next day, he goes, it's the wrong bike, so you're not going to be signing anything. I thought, I was kind of sad I didn't get to sign it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was Harry's DirtWERX because he never mentioned it.
It threw us all off because it was rebranded. Right? That's what threw us all off, is when we were working that deal. Well, first off, we were told it was a completely different bike than what was, delivered. But that's a side story. Yeah, we had no earthly idea that was a DirtWERX, because if you look at, there's not a single DirtWERX logo or nothing on there.
Wow.
And
now,
so,
how did you figure out it was DirtWERX?
I posted some. I think I posted I got this, basically I got this bike, this Marzocchi bike, and people were like, no, they never made a Marzocchi. So I'm like, I don't know. And someone's like, that's a DirtWERX. I'm like, oh, okay. So I think that's kind of how that went. If I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly.
And then I recall you and I talking. It was one of our first conversations.
Yeah.
You said that I was telling you about Chaz having a DirtWERX.
Yeah.
And then you sent me that picture shortly thereafter, and I went, wait, how in the world did you get that picture of my son's bike? That was so cool. And then I found out you had it. Yeah. And then you gifted it to me. Yeah. And it made me cry. It made me cry.
Yeah, no, it was a huge honor, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do that. So I've received many gifts in my life, and it's nice to be able to. It was nice for me to be able to do something for someone else, especially you, because you're the best.
Oh, I love that. But I'll tell you, I need to send you more pictures. I think I sent you pictures of me riding it, but we should, or you should, I say we, but I do mean you. Yeah. You should put a little album together from the beginning to the end. And the end is going to be Dirty Fest 4. I love it. We'll make it happen. So, I will make the video. We'll make that happen. Okay. All right. Sounds really good. And I may try, depending on if my son is talking with me yet, to see if he will come out and ride that bike around the track. It would be apropos if he did. It would. I think it would be great. So hopefully you can make that happen. I'm going to work on it. There you go. Well, anyways. I might just throw Jessica on it. Nah, I thought she doesn't ride death traps anymore. She doesn't mind. Okay, there you go. Yeah, she's always in for an adventure. There you go. Family rides. Who gets the best time? Who gets what? The best time. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry. You take a family race, right? Or who gets the best time? So everybody gets a lap. Everybody. Okay. If you're talking on the bike. Yeah. If running, it would definitely be Jess. On the bike, it may just be Jess. Quite possible. I know she's athletic, so. She's very athletic. Yeah. And I mean, my son is as well, but he doesn't have the cardio she has. Sure. And the legs she has. So I would have to say Jess. Okay. Definitely. All right. Well, hopefully, I know we're going to see one of the three of you out there, and I love the concept, and it is really cool. It is so cool, and I think what we need to do, and we meaning you and I this time, is I'm going to contact Greg. Yeah. And possibly Eddie King. Yeah. And let him know what we're going to be doing, and hopefully we'll be able to hook it up with Dirty Fest 4 and maybe do something around the history of that particular bike. It would be kind of cool. It would be way awesome, and I will do my best to support it however I can. All right. I love that. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks, Linda, for taking the time to jump on and kind of
listen to me ramble a little bit about excitement I have of the new frame and learn a lot from you and just say thanks.
Oh, God, you're welcome, because I'm learning as much as you. And
Yeah,
it's just so awesome how
yeah,
things are coming full circle for both of us.
it is. It's really, God is good. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it definitely is. And Harry brought us together,
That's
and
right.
it's a wonderful thing.
I love it. So, well, you take care and enjoy the rest of your drive, and we'll talk soon.
I agree. Let's do it.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.